Hello my dear young minds, how are you all? Safe and secure at home, right? Welcome back to you all for online classes run by Viswasai Dr. SRK School. And dear students, in our last class I taught you and third unit main theme is humanity, and under that third unit humanity, and we are dealing the second reading B, it is none other than the selfish giant part 2 in some extent. I explained you last time in some extent, and in the middle of the part we stopped as the time goes running. And here this story was written by Oscar Wilde, a famous English writer, and mostly he is writing related to children's stories. And here humanity is nothing but showing kindness towards others, as you all know that. And humanity is nothing but how we need to show kindness towards others, how we should be mercy towards others, how we need to give sympathy towards others. All these three qualities are related to humanity. We see in our last class and the situation when all the children are playing in Giant's garden, old Giant's garden, and he came, and after that, and when he saw all his garden, everything is blossomed with a full of flowers and everything, and except one corner, little corner in his garden, and it is still winter, and the spring did not visit at that place because of the small boy. We knew that in our last class I taught you clearly, and because of that small boy, tiny boy, he couldn't climb up the tree. As he couldn't climb up the tree, only that tree and that area still remains winter. And as we all know that, after looking that situation, the giant went very close to the boy, and he took him with his hand, and he kept him on his tree. And we know that when he kept on his tree, the tree completely changed the winter, and the blossoms immediately, the spring came to the tree, and birds came, and the children came back, and everything we knew that. And when the giant helped the boy, small boy, when he keep that boy into the tree, and he kissed him, and he shows his gratitude, thankfulness to the giant. Up to that we explained you last time. Let me continue the remaining part, and let me conclude in this lesson, in this session. I will complete all the selfish giant part 2 lesson. Well, yes, the giant, and he said that it is your garden now, little children, it is your garden now, little children. And when the children came, and he expressed his happiness that this is all your garden, this is your garden, this is your garden, my dear children, you are all my beloved ones like you. However, you are very beloved to me, very close to me, like that I am very, this garden is close to you, and this garden belongs to you, right? And old giant, and I took a great axe and knocked down the wall. And he took a great axe, you know, well, axe, A-X-E. He took a great axe and he knocked down the wall. And he knocked down the wall means in the sense he broke all the wall. You know, in the first part he kept one notice board that sorry dears, trespassers will be prosecuted, no one will allow into my garden. We knew that. He hung that notice board. Now he broke that completely, the wall with his axe. Okay, now it means in the sense he allowed every children to come and play in his own garden, right? And previous he was very stubborn related to his garden, and he said that it is my garden and it is my thing and it is my area. Now he changed, it is our garden, you are our children, this is your garden, right? See how he changed. Right, sorry. When the people were going to market, as we all know that, and when they were going to market at that place, all the children looked at him clearly, and they expressed his gratitude as, yes, this is your garden. Because of this garden, you will be like this, my dear young children. Well, yes. And when the people were going to market at 12 o'clock, they found me, yes, they found me playing with the children in the most beautiful garden they have ever seen. Now they are playing. Now they are playing in his own garden. The children never seen this kind of garden never before. So because of that, all the children enjoyed a lot, and they started coming towards the giant, and they started playing like funnily, right? So that is the situation what is happening in his own garden. Well, and yes, And yes, me playing with the children in the most beautiful garden they have never seen, and all the day long we played. The children said that we all the day, throughout the day, we are playing together, we are enjoying together. Yes, and in the evening the children came and bid me goodbye. Well, whenever the children going to their homes and school and see, and they simply waving at him and they said goodbye. Okay, na, goodbye. Tall girl said. Now started discussion between all the children. Tall girl, now we have somewhere to play. She said in the previous part, in the previous time, we don't have any place to play, we don't have anywhere to play. Okay, na, nowhere to play now. So now she said that we have somewhere to play. What is that somewhere? Garden. Whose garden it is? Giant's garden. Yes, short boy said, this is much better than the road. Whatever we found, see, and this short boy previous said that we are going to play on road. Now he said that this is better than the road. This is better than the road, with full of trees, with a full of blossoms, with a full of friends, with a full of birds, rabbits and everything, because of his own garden. Well, they are enjoying now. Square Goal said that, yes, the road is so dusty and the dust makes me sneeze. See, some children had an allergy, dust allergy. When they sneeze that dust and they'll get sneeze, right? So like that he said that, and the Square Goal said that, yes, the road is very dirty, the road looks so dirty and the dust makes me sneeze. I'm going to sneeze every time because of that dirty road, right? And Graceful Goal said, and the grass is so much nicer than all those hard stones. Actually, if these people wanted to play outside and they are going to face a small kind of stones, pebbles, with the hard stones, smooth like, okay na? Now she said that they are, now this garden is very better than the hard stones. Such a nice grass, such a beautiful grass, such a nice and smoother grass here. We can play at any time, always, right? Without hurting our ankles or our legs. Yes. Round Boy said, I like all the flowers. See, Round Boy said happily, I like all these flowers wherever in this garden, right? And Graceful Goal said, and these trees too. And she expressed her happiness and said that, and trees too, I like the trees too. Okay, na? Right, and I like the trees too. Tall Girl, how happy we are here. Thank you, Mr. Giant. How happy we are here. We are very happy to be here. Thank you, Mr. Giant. And these people showing gratitude towards the Giant. Because of Giant is allowed all the children to play in his own garden because of the weather. Because of the weather, okay na? So weather changes the humanity of old Giant and the Giant, right? Yes. Well, Round Boy said, yes, thank you. You are a very, very, very nice Giant. Thank you very much, my dear Giant. Without thanking you, our day won't start. Because of you, we are playing together like this, happily and funnily, right? Yes, without hurting themselves. And Round Boy said, yes, thank you. You are very, very nice Giant, the Giant. But where is your little companion? The boy I put onto the tree. And see, and here the Giant asked, where is your little companion? The Giant asked immediately all the children, where is your small companion? The boy I put on the tree now, where is that boy? Where is that boy? The boy shows such a cuteness. The boy is going to be such a cuteness overloaded like. Okay, na? He is such a brilliant boy, such a cute boy, such a tiny boy. So that's why Giant asked him, where is your companion? The boy I put on the tree. And Graceful Girl said, I don't know. And immediately Round Boy said, he has gone away. He has gone away. And he left away. The Giant said, you must tell him to be sure to come here tomorrow. See, I wanted to see him immediately. Tell him that, request him, and he will be sure to come tomorrow to be here tomorrow morning. Okay, now from my side, request that little companion, little cute boy, smart boy, and I request him to come and play in my own garden, right? Yes. Tall Girl said that, I don't know where he lives. But Giant, we don't know where he lives. And they said simply that we don't know where he lives. And Square Girl said that, I have never seen him before. I have never seen him before. I means in the sense who is not speaker nana square girl. Never seen him before means him means who? The boy, the little boy, the tiny boy. That boy, the boy who is being helped by the giant. The giant put him on the tree now, that boy. Okay na? Right. And the giant said, yes, but I wanted to thank him. The giant said that I wanted to thank him. When he kissed me on his cheek, I felt as though as a great weight and a habit been lifted from my heart. See here, the giant expressed his gratitude, expressed his happiness that, and he is excited. He is exciting all over, and he is feeling very happy. And he said that I wanted to thank him. And when he kissed me on my cheek, I felt though a great weight. My heart felt very weight. Okay, na? It means in the sense my heart filled with the happiness, lot of happiness. When the boy kissed on my cheek, I felt a lot of happiness. My heart felt a lot of weight, which I couldn't store in my heart because I love him. Okay, na? Right? Yes. And had been lifted from my heart. Who is the speaker of these words, Nana? The giant. This kind of questions I am going to give for next VOT, Saturday's VOT. Well, short boy said, I am sorry, but I don't think he will live in and around here. See, he said that I'm sorry, but I don't think that he is going to live anymore here. We really don't know where he lives. Okay, na? I'm sorry that though you asked me, we could not bring him back. Okay, na? Right. Old giant said that every afternoon when the school was over, and now the old giant, kind giant. Every afternoon when school was over, the children came and played with me, but I never saw again the little boy who I loved. And every day this is routine, okay na? This is routine activity, and after completed the school, the children came to his garden and they played and they enjoyed with him a lot, except the boy who loved him most, the giant. Except that boy, everybody is coming and they are enjoying. Okay, na? But I never saw again the little boy who I loved. Oh, I would like to see him again. And he is exciting. He is very eager to meet him. Okay, na? So that's why he said, I would like to see him again and again. I have grown old and feeble and waiting. I have become old, very old. I have grown old. It means in the sense he is becoming very old and feeble. Feeble, Nana, make a note of that meaning. Feeble means and lacking strength and weak. He is very weak, feeble. Okay, na? Which is an important word. Feeble, lack of strength. Lack of strength and weak. Okay, na? Lack of strength, becoming weak. Okay, na? He is very feeble and waiting. I am very eagerly waiting for the boy whom I loved most, whom I kept on my tree. Right? And I cannot play about with the children anymore, so I sit here in my armchair. Okay, na? We sit now, we keep our arms like this, right? In that armchair, and watch the children at their games and admire my garden. This is a routine activity for him. And he sit on his armchair, he observed all the children who were playing in his garden, and they admired their playings, whatever they are playing games, and he is admiring, he is praising by sitting on his armchair. This is routine activity. Okay, na? And I watch the children at their games and admire my own garden, and he is admiring his own garden. He is praising his own garden. Yes, my garden. He is feeling very happy. Okay, na? It is my garden. The garden is beautiful. The spring came to my garden. The children came and the children enjoyed a lot. Right? And I have many beautiful flowers. And he said that I have many beautiful flowers, but the children are the most beautiful flowers of all. See how brilliant he is, the giant. Giant once hated the children, now he loved the children. Okay, na? Right? See, quotation, Nana. Many beautiful flowers. I have many beautiful flowers in his own garden, but children are the most beautiful flowers of all. Children are the beautiful flowers. I have many flowers in his garden, and he compared the children like a flowers. Okay, na? Which shows greatness. And getting up and looking out of the window, and he stood immediately, and and he looked at his garden. Okay, now he looked at his window, through the window in his garden, right? Next, I no longer hate the winter. Okay, na? I no longer hate the winter. It is merely the spring asleep. The flowers are resting. Slowly the flowers are resting. Suddenly he rubs his eyes in a wonder and he looks around. Okay, na? Suddenly he rubs his eyes like this. Okay, na? He rubs his eyes, he looks around. He is shocked to see something. What is it? Let me see. What a marvelous sight this is. What a marvelous sight this is. Fantastic sight, fantastic scenery. And in the farthest corner of the garden, a tree covered with a lovely white blossoms. The lovely white blossoms. In the farthest corner, means in the sense in a long corner, in a long distance at the garden, a tree covered with a lovely white blossoms, and its branches are golden and silver. Fruit hangs down from them. What is this? And its branches are golden and silver fruit hangs down them from the trees. You know what will happen? Golden and silver fruits are hanging from them. And what is this? And he said that, can it be? Oh, can it be? Yes, he has come back. He has come back. And he is expressing his happiness that he has come back. He has come back. See, even the fruits, even the trees gave golden fruit. The trees gave golden fruit. That's why he is expressing his happiness. Yes, he has come back. He has come back. The old giant leaps down the streets into the snowy garden, and the grassy patch where the child is standing. When he draws close to the child and examines him, and his face grows red with an anger. His face goes, yes, and he explained his happiness. Yes, he has come back, because the tree has given a golden fruit. Because of that golden fruit, he thought that because of the boy, and the garden gives little blossom. Well, because of the tree, because of the boy, the tree gave golden fruit to him. So that's why he is expressing his happiness. He is overall exciting, right? And yes, old giant asked a question. Who hath dared you to wound thee? And he is asking, who hurted you last? Who hurted you last? What happened to you all these days? I never seen you anywhere like this. All the children are playing except you. What happened to you? You are never coming to my garden. Is there any hurt? Did anyone hurt you? And he is asking question. Who hath? Underline and make a note of it. Hath means in the sense, it is a old English use, old Britain English use. Now, whatever the old Britain English words, change it to American English, which is called UK. So that's why better to make a note. Hath means in the sense has. H-A-T-H. Hath means in the sense has. Who hath dared to wound thee? Who has wounded you? Because of that wound, he thought that he is getting danger from somebody. That's why he did not come to his garden, right? And your hands and your feet, and who hath dared you to wound thee? Underline one more word, T, T-H-E, T means in the sense you, the pronoun. Well, and tell me that I may take out my big sword and slay him. And he thought that, let me tell you, and who has hurted you? If anyone hurt you, and I'll slay with him with my great sword. Let me tell you. Who is he? Who has hurted you? And he is asking all these questions. Because of the boy still standing without doing any movement, he became transfixed like this, like a statue, became motionless. That's why he is asking. Well, yeah, fine. And the child said, nay, see here, N-A-Y, nay means in the sense, no, nobody hurted me. No, but these are the wounds of love. And he said that, and actually the boy happened to see all his body with a lot of wounds. And when he started climbing the wall, that many of his body parts has been wounded. That's why he thought that someone has hurted him. And he said that these wounds of love, these are the wounds of love, right? Yes, they are necessary. They needed us. They are necessary. They needed us. Okay, na? Right. Then old giant said that, falling to his knee, and he bent his knee like this. Okay, na? He bent his knee like this, and he expressed his happiness that, yes, see what he said. Little child, who are you? Who has hurt you? What happened to you? Who art you? I mean in the sense, who are you? And the child smiling like this. You let me play once in your garden, today you shall come with me to live in my garden, which is a paradise like. Because of only you, because of you, this garden became a paradise. I feel very happy because of that. And the boy expressed his happiness and gratitude that only you let me play once in this garden, which is like a paradise. So that's why I got hurted like this because of these wounds. As I am unable to climb this wall, I fell down on the ground, which may happen many injuries to my body. They are just a love of wounds. They are love of wounds. They are necessary. They are necessary. Well, yes. And oh yes, he's smiling. Let me play then once in your garden. Today you shall come with me to live in my garden, which is in a paradise. The child climbs into the old giant's arm, and again the giant show his hand like this, and the boy slowly started climbing on his hand. Okay na? Like in the previous part, we knew that, we heard that, and the giant put him by taking in his own hands, and he kept him on his tree, right? Like that, now he did a situation. The giant gave a big hand to him, and he asked him to climb on his hand, an arm, right? Yes, the child climbs into the old giant's arm. The winter melts away before them. When the situation is happening, everything is changing immediately. Even the winter changed immediately, and whatever the hail, whatever the snow, whatever the frost, it is dancing before, now it stopped. Now it stopped melting. The environment changed completely because of love, because of humanity, because of kindness, right? Yes, the winter melts away before them as they walk into ever expanding garden. The garden is expanding. The garden is going to be closed within a winter. Now the spring came. Okay na? And even the spring gave golden fruit to every garden as the boy came, as the boy returned, one and only boy. Okay na? So we should thank him, the boy, and even the giant. So yes, this is a lesson which was written by the Oscar Wilde, and he is a well-known writer for the children. He is always writing only for the children, and children were very fond of his stories, and so that's why he became. And he has written many novels which has been showed in the Manchester School, which was once in Britain and London, and what we can call. Let's look into the about author. Oscar Wilde and was an Irish writer and a poet, and he is from Irish. And after writing in a different forms throughout the 1880s, he became one of London's most popular playwrights in early 1890s. In 1890s, during that time, and he became a wonderful playwright, and which was playing many novels in his Manchester School by him. And today he is remembered for his epigrams and plays. And yeah, Oscar Wilde is the best known for the novel The Picture of Dorian Gray, and the play is Importance of Being Earnest. The Happy Prince, which is a wonderful novel, and which was even read by me, and I'll show you the next time, and the novel Happy Prince and Other Tales, and it's a collection of children's stories written by Oscar Wilde. And yes, and this is the story, my dears, the third unit, humanity, under the unit of humanity, and we successfully completed part 1 and part 2 of The Selfish Giant, written by Oscar Wilde, which is a very amusing and funny story, and which shows the kindness, which shows the humanity. And see, the moral of this lesson is, at any time, at any cost, we should show our humanity towards others. It's nothing but a being humane. Human is nothing but showing kindness, mercy, and sympathy towards others. So I hope you do so in your future, and up to that, wishing you all the best. Take care. We'll see you in next video, and take care. I wish you all the best, Nana. See you. Bye bye.